I think we're back. All right, so it looks like we're back online. OA's still heading through Swamp Palace. We've not seen the Ether Medallion just yet because they are still progressing into the items. Otherwise, we would be just rushing the boss right now. And we're going to see OA's heading over to the left side. And not doing the newfangled key drowning strategy where you use diver down to get this key. Still not sure about that one on how fast it is compared to doing what OAS is doing because you have the pegs down. And so it's nice to see Synac headed in the right direction to get this hammer. Certainly not being misled by this seed. The routing decisions have been perfectly fine. You've just really seen, a touch better execution from OAS as well as a couple of plays that put them a little bit ahead. Grabbing that glove out of Skull Woods first, not having to complete Skull Woods. Though it is worth noting, as I say that Synac is up a crystal on OAS due to Skull Woods, and there are the boots in left side swamp. Oh my god. At least you won't have to continue to slowly wade through the pools of water in this, but dear lord. And no big key yet, so there's potential for returning here after the fact. After an early nice item layout, this seed has just been cruel in the way that it's placed its last couple of items. Hopefully, those boots are just with Ether on the way to Argus, and they're not going to have to do a lot of backtracking or world hunting, but I'm actually there's a the restream is done in a slightly different way. So I'm actually the commentator's actually watching the stream through a different source. So yes, if you refresh your stream, it should be fine. OAS headed for Argus. We'll see if they are having this elusive Ether Medallion and what decisions will be made after Argus is dead. Because we were down, I don't know. No, we have not seen a big key yet, so there is potential for the big key to be locked in the big chest. OAS having some nice poke strats here to take out all the puffballs pretty quick. Not a 0 cycle, but a 1 cycle, which is very strong. And just a little bit of mistiming on the Fire Rod spin strat, and Argus is down after 2 cycles. Always picking up his Swamp Palace Crystal, whereas Bomb Squad is also making the responsible play of backtracking to this H room. Oh, I don't think they did. They must not have done the Icebreaker trick because this chest is still here. And opting not to go back down the right side. Interesting. I can't imagine that this is faster than just continuing down the right side. Oh, they don't have Samaria yet. Okay, right, because Samaria is at Sick Kid, which Oace did immediately upon getting that bottle from Sahasrara, and Synack has been putting off. So that is another huge detriment. What seems to be potentially another nail in the coffin for Synack in this race. Oace taking the Aga portal, doing the intended route to get to the Pyramid Ferry. And still no Ether Medallion. I mean, Kane at Sick Kid doesn't really do a whole lot. I mean, you're not being gated from any items really because you can't get into Turtle Rock anyway without the Ether Medallion. So really, just Synack just needs to flute to 3 and turn in this bottle at some point. It is really it. Oace coming up here and doing King's Tomb. We'll probably follow that up with a Bonk Rocks play. And there is our Ether Medallion from King's Tomb. So with that at 122.38, Oace is officially in go mode and will be clearing up Pod and Skull Woods. And then Turtle Rock before Ganon. So pretty strong navigation of what ultimately was a pretty... I don't think necessarily difficult to route seed, but just really tricky Hammer and Ice Palace seed. Seems like Oace will probably be finishing in the 140s range. While, you know, which is pretty good for essentially last locationing the Hammer. Does Oace team still have a chance to qualify for playoffs? That's a good question. Let me take a look into that. So this, assuming that Oace is able to carry this advantage to a win, that will put them at 4 wins in their division. And they will be 3 games out with only 2 games to go. So no, I do not believe that they're able to still make the playoffs, unfortunately. So this is all for the love of the game that we're doing right now here. And Chad also pointing out Synack understanding that he was short on magic for Cold Stare in the same way because, you know, that's just the way Ice Palace goes sometimes, and remedying it before getting to the Cold Stare fight. Mothula going down for Oace. So the issue is the 4th place team in the division is currently 7-5. I believe it's still top. I believe it's still top 4. That gets in. So even with winning this match and the next 2, that will only put them at 6 wins. Oh no, sick. It's not necessarily. Yeah, without Hammer you can't complete Ice. So like you have to basically, you really want to save this ice for the last minute. Which, I mean, both runners did appropriately. They saved ice as their last possible location to check for hammer, which I think was wise in this seed. Cynac getting a little ahead of themselves, needing to drain that well first. Always cleaning up mimics pretty efficiently, and heading to the dark rooms of Pod, whereas Cynac still has a little ways to go before getting these boots. Cynac missing a key there as well. A nice solid turtle room from Oace, cleaning them up with the spin strats there. And Oace not even putting out the sword for safety. I mean, with 14 hearts red mail, I don't blame him, but this is a bit quicker than... And then getting in the hammer hits, potentially for swag. I mean, I guess... Oh, no, I guess you can charge up a spin, so you can do it in 3 hits rather than 4. So that was a really nice fight from Oace there. I can never get those hammer hits on that crystal on Helmasaur's head. It's just way too hard. Alright, so Oace cleaning up, 1 dungeon to go, so we're going to see them flute to the mountain. And then we are going to see a Go Mode Turtle Rock. And then we will be playing a little bit of a guessing game. But we will not start the guessing game until we are leaving Turtle Rock, so just hold your horses on that one. Oh, Cynac will come back for left side, I'm certain of it, but it's a bit painful, especially when he goes to that left side and sees that he could have had boots for all this water. He will certainly have regretted not doing left side first. So, for those just joining us, it looks like our tracker is, for the most part, up to date and back online. We were having a little bit of problems with it earlier, but Oace with a pretty commanding lead here. Both players needing this ether, Cynac still needing this ether medallion that Oace is currently using to get into Turtle Rock. And he is going to get it by getting the boots out of left side swamp and then going to King's Tomb in order to put himself into go mode, ideally after this Argus fight. Oh, and the cane from Sick Kid, which I do keep forgetting. Cynac did get that bottle quite some time ago, but has not gone back to check the Sick Kid just yet. There's potential that it was forgotten about. I feel like you're probably right. I mean, like if you're tracking this race, there is this glaring green spot on the tracker right in the middle of Kakariko. that it would be really difficult to ignore, especially as Trinex and Rick pointed out before going into a hammerless Ice Palace, which is where we did find our hammer. And Synak, please go back for these boots. I want to see you finish the seed, buddy. That is not good. That's really not good. So Synak is going to be doing Pyramid Fairy. So he's going to have to walk this bomb up. It's going to take some extra time, and who knows when they will be back to get that left side swamp check. So as a recap on the seed, again, for those of us joining us late, this was an AGA 1 required seed for both runners. We had a glove in Pod, and we had a second glove in Skull Woods. And then our hammer was in Ice Palace. So this has definitely not been the friendliest layout of seeds. You know, just picking up that bottle, I don't know, like, no, I guess knowing that Synak is picking up an item, maybe I'm just implying this, but like, it just felt like Link just like chucked that bottle in with just some frustration. Like, just give me this ether medallion so I can finish this. I've been here for an hour and a half. Like, just please. And then the seed continuing to be unkind as it forced Oace to get the big key from the vanilla big key chest. Which is going to force him outside here. No shortcutting anything in Turtle Rock. Like, just give him something, seed. Can we get, like, a Hope Room Cannon's Tower big key? Or something like that? Like, just give these runners a break. It's been quite the grind. Alright, so Synak, missing his boots, going to be walking through Pod to finish it up here. Definitely towering. We'll see in a bit. So Oace still taking out all of the frustration of this seed on sword swipes. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know how he's feeling it right now, not knowing where Synak is. You could be really worried about your opponent having dipped Ice Palace a lot sooner. I mean, you never feel good about last locationing an item, certainly. But, I mean, in terms of just the general race, I mean, Oace has done a pretty good job. And of course, the key that he needs in the very last chest in the vanilla location. Alagaseer, the Ether Medallion is in King's Tomb. So Synak needs those boots from left side swamp in order to complete this seed. Right, and we're about to see a Trinax fight from Oace. More sword slashes and spins. We're all dizzy too watching this, and he's going... Oh, he missed the Ice Rod shot from behind Trinax. Now these heads are going all over the place. He's going to get some Ice Blasts here from the right side. He's missed quite a few shots. Getting a little worried here. Alright, so he finished off the heads with enough magic, so we're good. Both players executing their boss fights. just fine here. Synack about to knock the helmet off of Helmasaur. And we have finished Trinex. So it is that time as Oasis is about to pick up his 7th crystal for a game. Where in Ganon's Tower do we think this big key is? Put your guesses in chat right now. 20, come on, 22, come on. Give him like a 1. I'm guessing 1. 1. That's my guess. They've been through enough, guys. Rando Room TBH, that's... Small key in chest 1, that's true. Yeah, because you do need that small key. So Hope Room, small key into big key would be where you want to go for speed. So... Alright, time to do some counting. And not sure where Synack is heading at the moment. I feel like he's done all the mountain checks already. This could be like I'm worried that I mistracked something. Oh, Spike Cave, yes. And a Bombos Medallion and arrows for our first 2. Forcing a left side diff as there's no keys there. Nothing on the torch, that's 3. So this will be 4 through 7, still no big key yet. Oh, he misses the bonk. Recovers nicely. It's really easy to get hit by that spike if it's not in the right place. Bottles were pretty late, yeah. This, I believe, Oasis got his first bottle from Eastern Palace. No, it was actually at Sahasrahla, but both runners did Sahasrahla really late. Ooh, and Oasis messing up the boomerang hookshot strat to get through those pegs. So this will be chest 9, I believe. Laying some bombs there. $10, $11, $12, $13, still nothing. As Synack is finishing off Hera and getting the bad news that this was not the play. Always just handing out bombs like they're candy. Trick or treat, everyone. Half magic in chest number 14. We got a nice silver arrow fight here for Armis Knights. 15 is a heart, 16 is $300, 17 is a key. So we're off to the right side. Those 22 players are looking just better and better by the moment. Alright, so we're about to have 18 through 21. $18 is a key. 19 is the big key. So if you guessed 19, you were correct, and congratulations to you, as Oace makes the climb. We did almost have that towel room, and I feel for you, but as a runner of this game, I'm happy to not see a towel room. People just want to see runners suffer. People are mean, Rick. No one guessed 19, really? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. There are no winners in a Aga required hammer and ice seed. Not even the viewers. Right, so Oace making his climb. We'll see how they handle the gauntlet here in Ganon's Tower. A little struggle in room 1. Very solid room 2. That Zazak going all over the place in room 3. Nice room 4. And done with the gauntlet. Very well done. Oace bonking to set up the silvers, but unfortunately getting hit by one of those particles and getting knocked out of position. 2-cycle Landmo still just fine. Wizrobes 1 is down. Followed quickly by Wizrobes 2. And Synak finally able to run. And starting to understand why his opponent has not finished yet. That's just so unfortunate. I mean, you gotta feel for him. I mean, like, you gotta get some sense that you're probably behind based on the way things have gone, and you're just trying to make up some ground, skipping left side swamp. Like, I get it. Like, but you just have to be really unhappy about the way that this whole thing played out. Always skipping everything. He knows where that last sword is. So there is nothing he can do to make the end faster here. The last sword was in library, and it could have been picked up, but it doesn't really make things any faster on Ganon if you do the fight right. So no silvers to be picked up. So really, it's just a rush to the end. Oh, and Synak is still checking items because he's not currently in go mode. He still needs that cane from Sick Kid. And that will be the, I think that will be the moment. I think Synak is deciding where to go. Synak is doing Green Pendant Desert, I think, in order to turn in, gets the Hospital's item. And I think that Oace will be finished with this seed before he gets to turn in that pendant. Yeah, I mean, there's no way you're going to do a pendant dungeon right now if you know that it's a kid still an option. So you gotta feel for him. It's a bad way to lose a race. It just never feels good. I mean, it never feels good to lose, period. But to know that tracking could have saved you is just really unfortunate. All right, so let's see how this Ganon fight goes down for Oace. Solid fight so far. We get the 1-in-1 cycle. And Oace just clowning on Ganon with these spins and pokes. And we are approaching the end, folks. There's a couple of silver arrow shots away. Oh, and he misses the torch glitch, which I guess he was going to set up. And one more hit to go. And that is a GG, folks. So get your GGs in the chat. Oace has finished the seed and will have a race time. We'll finish with a racetime.gg time of 1:47:15. So get your GGs in the chat. Congrats to both runners. And I believe we are seeing a forfeit out of Synac. So we'll hang out here and see if the runners want to talk through that one. Synac continuing on for a little bit, but their timer has stopped, and I see the DNF in race time. So not sure if either player wants to do interview. Not getting anything from either runner at the moment. I can totally understand too wanting to just put this nightmare of a seed behind you and just start enjoying your Halloween. So. Oace does not usually do interviews. Good to know. All right. So, OAC. Now that the match is really Trinex, you let me mispronounce his name for almost 2 hours, and now you're correcting me. Jeez. Anyway, in that case, if we are not getting an interview here, I believe that is going to be it for the seed, and I will again thank you all for tuning in. Thanks to our runners, OAC, thank you Trinex, OAC28 and Synac. Make sure you give them a follow on Twitch for their efforts here. Mushroom on Sahasla. We're seeing a little post game show going on from Synac here. And make sure you follow SpeedGaming and all of their channels, so you can see more Link to the Past races here in the future. So. As for me, and also again, thank you very much to our tracker BSJ72380 for tracking this whole race and dealing with the technical issues, working through them. Big props to you, man. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. So that's all we got. I didn't get to see what the potion shop was. Ugh. So, that's gonna be it for us today. We'll go ahead and sign off here. Enjoy the rest of your Halloween. Trick or treat to all of you, and take care and have a good rest of your day.